is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJ Porr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Keg Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and start on this SJ Porr Challenge beer review. This one is an American Sour Session Ale, and it is 87 Zulu, 84 Delta, 34 Uniform. This is supposed to be a low gravity dry hop sour ale, blonde ale, and it's fermented with Lactobacillus, Saccharomyces, and Brett. So let's get a crack on this thing. A little bit of a hiss. I'm not a big sour beer guy, but we're going to give this a whirl. Pour. Go a little aggressive because I know sours usually don't have too much of a head on them. It's a pretty beer. Kind of a light straw. A little bit of a head on it, not much. Not really clear, but that's to be expected. Yeah, pretty beer. Really pretty beer. I can already smell the sourness of this beer, so let's get a nose on it. Yeah, so I can catch that sour, kind of fruity note. Get a little bit of a hop presence, but like I said, this is my first real sour beer. So all I'm catching is that sour ester that's coming off of it. There's a little bit of a fruitiness in the background, but like I said, it's a really good looking beer. Well, without further ado, cheers to y'all. I'm going to go ahead and dive in and get a taste on this. Wow. Wow, big sour right up front. Almost like that first initial, you toss like 5 or 6 lemon heads in your mouth. And just that big lemony sourness coming through, but then it dries right out. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I'm going to dive in again. The carbonation on this beer is perfect for this style of beer. It hits that tip of your tongue with that big sourness, and then it just foams up and it gets that fullness, that big full mouthfeel. But it's definitely sour. So I'm gonna take a break with this for a second, let it kind of warm up a little bit, see what else I get off of it. Maybe make some notes, and we'll see in a minute. Okay, so so here we are with the American Sour Session Ale, and after hanging out with it for a minute, in the nose, I caught more of like apricot, maybe a little bit of lemon. Kind of an orange-ish zest maybe, but a lot of apricot. So, I have to kind of get through that sour punch, that kind of hits me right in the nose. But, and as far as taste is concerned, I'm, like I said, I'm not a big sour beer guy, but this just seems to like, boom. just big, right up front sour. And then, as it goes across the tongue, you catch that lemon, just lemon for days. And then it drops off just really dry, just dry, dry, dry. And like I said, I'm not a big sour guy, but I would assume this is, according to the guidelines on a sour beer, this is pretty damn close. For me, personally, it's just too sour for me. It almost kind of has a champagne mouthfeel, that bubbles just go crazy, and then that sourness, and then that bitter just drops it right off. I don't think it's a bad beer. It's not something that I would drink, but going along the lines of the challenge for meeting the low ABV, this is only a 4% beer. For somebody who likes a sour beer, this is definitely a sour beer. But cheers to whoever made this. The only thing I can really say is, it has really good aroma notes. That apricot. Let me look at my notes here real quick. But that apricot, that lemon, and kind of an orange zest, it comes through. I don't catch a whole lot of hop out of it, but yeah. So it's very flavorful. For a sour beer, that lemon is just pronounced. It comes right up forward. And then, you get that mouthfeel that's just really, just bubbles over your tongue, and then it dries right out. So it makes you want to drink more. But again, for me, it's just too sour for me. It's a champagne type beer, for me anyway, like I said, but, it's a really good entry. So cheers to you, and good luck on the challenge. Cheers.